Okay. Oh, I had a discussion on today as well. Um, yeah. There is, so, this is gonna come across as really weird, and a lot of people aren't gonna like this, or blah blah blah, but I'll say it proudly. So, there's a thing that people do in the world, and they stick together, and they do things to each other. Everyone in the world seems to do this, and nobody seems to have a problem with it. Unless, of course, there's cheating involved, or people are getting hurt, or whatever. But in general, if you hear that two friends are sort of messing around, fooling around, you don't seem to care. Because it's just what people do. It's in our nature, as they say. However, what I've noticed in my own life and other situations and other people I've been around is that for some reason, when some people are doing this, they are treated differently than others. I'm very specifically going to talk about men and women, boys, girls, etc. Male, female, we'll use those terms. Male, female. Why is it that whenever a male sleeps with a woman, it's fine. And whenever a woman sleeps with a male, it's fine. However, why is it whenever a woman sleeps with multiple guys, that's just called a slut? What's that? Like, why? Why is that a thing? Right? So, because if you flip the gender roles around, if a guy sleeps with lots of women, he's seen as a hero. Some guys even keep count. Like, it all seems to be like a really good thing, right? It just seems to be really good. So, why is it that whenever women do it, there's a problem, and guys seem to be glorified for it? This is just something that drives me absolutely crazy, and it just goes into that conversation of why a lot of this. It's obviously not completely related, but this whole discussion started a while ago, and whenever I was doing voice chat with a couple of guys in my raid, and there was a girl in the chat, and I am sick to the death of hearing people say, girl gamer, girl gamer, girl gamer, as if they've never seen a girl in their lives. Like, they just completely freak out over the fact that there's a girl in the chat. And then people wonder why there's, like, no girls that play games. Especially on voice chat. Like, lots of girls play games, but they do not go on voice chat. And there's no professional girl gamers. There's very, very few. Very, very few. Because they get treated like shit. Like, the average person just, like, I don't know. It's like, this is something that I just can't, for the life of me, understand. Like, why is it that males are glorified for sleeping around and girls are shamed, or slut shamed for it? Why is that a thing? Like, why is that even a thing? Like, I cannot understand it. So, if anybody does it that I see, I will challenge you on that, because anytime I ever talk about this in any form of chat, nobody ever is able to ever respond to this correctly. Like, it's always like, no, we don't do that, we don't do that. No, like, seriously, it is the biggest sort of nonsense, and I can't deal with it. Like, I can't deal with any of that. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Like, why is it that the males are glorified and the females are shamed for it? It just makes no sense to me, and it triggers me so much. But yeah, that's that rant done for the night. Like,